sure your phone's off. Coffee County Central High School. Dude, the game is on. Can we go? It's not on. We're just. Here it comes. Good evening and welcome back. You heard from Coach Kyle Langford, and we're all underway almost here as the seniors for Metter are standing out between the 40 and the 40 and the 40 on the 50-yard line. Captains are standing midfield on the 50. The clock's showing 12 minutes. Both teams are getting ready behind their banners, and Rev alongside of me with Joe Hayes for our Bennett Johnson sideline report. And we're fixing to go down to Joe. Joe, tell us a little bit about the injuries for the Raiders tonight and what we can expect.
Guys, like you had said earlier, it's been a very interesting year. I believe we've had a total of 15 players that have had season-ending injuries and or quit due to some problem situations outside the football field. So that has not helped our situation tonight. First off, starter not going to be on the field, Garrett Anderson. He is out with a concussion, so he will not play tonight. Cooper Brown, one of our quarterbacks, he is out for the season with a collarbone injury. Andrew Bloodworth, he is out with a shoulder strain. He could have played tonight, but they did not want to push it with this being the last game of the season. And him being a junior, we got to get him healthy for next season. So we're going to keep him out, keep him healthy.
Was that, Joe, is that the same situation with Garrett? Is it by choice or is it doctor's order that Garrett can't play with a concussion tonight?
Doctor's order they didn't get a clear result with his MRI result.
We're excited about this. I can't believe football season's already come and gone. We started in 90-degree weather, and now tonight
we've got a little bit of cool fall in the air. It's about time, and I'm
60
thankful.
degrees down here,
Yeah.
and it feels cool.
Yeah. When we left Alma, it was a little bit hot, and by the time we drove an hour and a half north, that cold front that's coming through has already got here. So left there in short sleeves, and then we're in jackets here. So it's about time to kick off, and our kicker kicks the ball deep. He kicks it to about the 3-yard line. The Metter's got the ball. There's a crease. It looks like we're going to get him and drop him on about the 20.
And that's where the defense will try to hold for the Raiders tonight.
Ronaldo Juarez has been a pleasant surprise for us this year. He's come on and midway the season began to take over the kickoff duties and the extra point and field goal duties, and I think he's a pleasant surprise on top of the fact that he's just a sophomore.
Isaiah Grant, number 20 for the Raiders, is just a sophomore. He's getting his second start of the season. He come in the place of Anderson, who is also a freshman, which
he's a sophomore. Anderson's a sophomore.
Anderson's a sophomore, which was replaced. Metter's going to come out, shotgun formation, trips to the right, down to the bottom of us, running back there. They're going to shift the guy across in motion, hand it to number 3 underneath. Little zone read. He's got a crease and a gain of about 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Tigers.
That was a good-looking little play. They got a big offensive line, which is nothing new. For us, we've been outmanned or at least outsized all year long. This is not the same case here tonight.
Number 8 comes off the field, which was the quarterback for that possession, and number 2 runs off. I don't know if this is going to be a wildcat thing or not. Well, actually, I may have seen that wrong. They're going to take it, and they're going to fake it this time. A zone read. Quarterback's got a crease. He's at the 35 and crosses the 40, and he's a shifty little fella. I don't know if that's their quarterback or if that's their running back. I couldn't really tell who started the game. I just know number 8 come out, and number 2 went on. And that's going to be their quarterback, number 3, 1st down, as he got out to about the 44-yard line for the Raiders.
We may have had a situation where we had a senior that's been a guy that's been there for a long time, and they just wanted him to take a snap just to say that he had played in tonight's game.
We don't have a roster or a lineup tonight for the Tigers, so we're not going to be able to call out names. They're going to spread it. Twins up to the left, a single guy. He's a tall guy down here. They're going to hand it to number 2 underneath. A gain of 2, bounces off of a tackle, gain of 4 or 5 there for Metter. And so far, Metter looks impressive.
Yeah, they're big. They got a lot on the line tonight too. Talking to Coach Langford, this quarterback they got right here may be the key, something similar to what we faced at Swainsboro. This offense is going to ebb and flow. He did say that the quarterback that they have here, you can tell he's limping a little bit running out. Said he's a gamer. He's tough, and in the film, he never quits. It doesn't matter how far they're down.
Looks like he's got a brace on his knee.
Yeah, his guy don't look like he likes to lose. He's just going to keep playing.
They come out, break the huddle. They got Twins to the top and to the bottom, and they're going to send number 16 in motion. They're going to hand it on jet sweep. No, he fakes it. He's got a crease. We've turned him back inside, and he's brought down after a gain of about 3 or 4. So if you're a football fan, basically they spread us out and they run zone reads is what it looks like. That time they brought a guy in motion and ran the zone read off of the inside receiver. And up till then they've been running it off of the running back. These teams like this are very tough to play because, especially in high school football, the higher up you get, this offense doesn't work in the NFL, and the reason is because the higher up you get, the more discipline and the more speed you have all over the field. But in high school football, these offenses are very effective.
I reckon how long this offense is going to be the popular thing before it goes.
As long as it keeps putting tickets. This time they're going to hand it to number 16. He comes across in motion. And it's going to be close to a 1st down, but we come up on big 3rd down there, and it looks like we stopped him. 9:23 here to go in the 1st quarter, and that's going to be 4th down. We did in 3.
I'm kind of surprised that they're actually going to punt. I don't know with the 2-7 record if I'd even punt the ball tonight unless I was just really stuck down. But, playing to win. Probably the right thing to do. But
their quarterback runs back out onto the field. I don't know if he's also their punter or not. We'll see here. And they're lining up to go for it. We'll see what they do. They've got Twins out here to the right. They're going to take it. Oh, and the snap hits them, and false start on the offense, and that saved them as the snap hit the guy coming across in motion, and that's going to back them up, and they may punt now.
I thought sure I saw the head coach here crying out, punt team, punt team, punt team. So maybe he didn't, but it sure looked like he was calling for the punt team.
Bad lip reading.
Yeah.
8:47, the clock still ticking. 4th and 7 as the Raiders held them. Metter was not able to get out to midfield, but close to it at about the 47-yard line. And with a good punt, they can turn this field position and start playing field position game with the Raiders, but we'll see. The snap is good. The kick is off. It's a high kick, not a very good kick, and it's going to bounce, and they're going to stop
about
it
at the 20-yard line, yeah.
And that's where the Raiders offense will take over for their first possession. So
about a 32-yard punt.
Really, it looked like they were really running very well against our Raider defense, and then right there on 3rd down and 4, somebody come up from the secondary and knocked him backwards to force a 4th down.
One thing I will say about this Bacon County team, and it's kind of an MO of all the Bacon County teams that since I've been in Bacon County the last 6 years, last 6 football seasons, we're not scared to hit you. When you get through with the game, you said you know you've been in a game with Bacon County.
Dawson Jules, shotgun formation, is going to hand it underneath to number 25. It was on his hip, but he was able to grab it, gain of about 2 on the play. Jewel didn't stick it in his belly there. He stuck it on Anthony's hip.
Did it look like the snap may been a little bit higher?
I don't know. It looked like the play to give Bryan County the win last week is what it looked like.
Oh, be careful, be careful.
Here we go. We're going to come out quick. Jewel's going to line up out wide. We got single receivers. We're stacked in like a horseman package, and that's what it's going to be. We're going to shift it and go horseman, and we jump off sides. KJ Brown for the Raiders just got a little too excited, a little early, so that's going to back us up, and it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Raiders.
Yeah, you can just see him move just a little bit. He's just so ready to hit somebody.
A little too anxious there. And here we go, the back Jules back at quarterback, standing in the pistol set. He shifts his guy to his right, and they're going to take it and hand it. We got some blockers. Oh, the backside guy just ran us down. We didn't touch anybody on the backside of our line. 3rd down and long for the Raiders, even though it was a gain of 2. 7:34 here in the 4th quarter. Ball's on the 18-yard line. Our backs are against the wall here early, and Metter's fast.
Yeah, they're absolutely. They got safeties at 6-7 yards off the ball. They're gonna make us throw it.
We throw it deep, and we got a man. He's got a man, and he just overthrew him. He had a man who beat number 9 for Metter. He beat him deep. That was Legondrick Snell, but it was an overthrow.
Yeah.
Great effort by Legondrick trying to lay out for it, but it's going to be 4th down and 10 now. Ball was actually on the 21-yard line. I reported the 18, and so we're going to have to punt this thing away. And that's been the story for Jewel. He's just not really gotten any rhythm this year throwing the ball. He threw the ball much better last year. Several things can go into play. I mean, in the scrimmage game, he hurt his throwing shoulder. So you never know what a kid's dealing with in that situation. A bad snap, but Xavier Hayes kicks it end over end. He's going to get a bounce maybe, and it bounces backwards and out of bounds, but after it crosses the 50-yard line. 7:03 here left to go in the first quarter. And both offenses have been shut down by the opposing defenses.
And penalties. Opposing defenses and penalties, and just not looking crisp. We just one little 5-yard penalty, and when you're dealing with inches and you're just trying to piece things together, as Coach Langford said in the pregame, it's just been a little blown assignment here, a little penalty there, just little things that have come back to cost us.
It's very hard to get teams motivated, too, when you're sitting in the position that both these teams are in.
That's a good point. I wasn't going to say it, but it
so we've got basically an empty set for their quarterback, number 3. Trips to the right, and they're going to throw. He's going to step back, and it's a draw. Big number 45 for the Raiders.
Trey Mobley.
He's
coming on strong.
He's wearing 45 in honor of Caleb Houston that went down with a neck injury and probably ended his career for life in football earlier this season.
That's right. And Trey, I noticed he was wearing, I think he was wearing the jersey for Tito last week. So, anyway.
Big play. He just blew through the line, was in the backfield when the ball was snapped. How he was not offsides, I don't know, but we'll take it. And that breaks 2nd down and 17. Ball on the 38-yard line. And the Raiders' defense has been stout so far. They're going to roll him, and it's just going to be a straight quarterback run. And he gets the corner, and he's got one man to beat. And there he goes down the sideline, and we finally drag him out of bounds. Number 18 for the Raiders on the tackle, saved it
Shamad Brentson, a sophomore.
Ran him out of bounds, but after a big gain, and that guy's fast.
Yeah.
And really, Reb, they just stacked it, snapped it to him out of empty set and just got 4 or 5 guys out on the perimeter.
Just an old sweep at what it looked like. Just you turn around and give it to your guy, and everybody pulls to one side and just puts a body on somebody, and then let your athlete get a crease.
Going to bring number 16 across in motion, then they're going to hand it underneath to the running back. A good-looking play, executed play, and a gain of probably 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers. They really look crisp on offense, just giving credit where credit's due, but let's see if our defense can answer. They did first. 11:25 left in the first quarter down in Valdosta. Houston County 7, Valdosta nothing.
That is for Houston County's playoff berth. They've got to beat Valdosta, if I understand right. At least that's what I read somewhere.
So they got twins to the right. They're going to shift 16 across in motion. Zone read, and there went the quarterback backside, and he's brought down KJ Castile. They finally blow the whistle. KJ Castile and number 1, which is not Garrett Anderson. I don't know if that's Big Boy or Ayrton. It's one of the Moore boys.
Right.
Ayrton.
It's Ayrton's wearing number 1 tonight. It's going to be close to a first down. It's may even measure. I'm not sure.
Brooks County 7, Berrien County nothing. Thomas County Central losing to Harris County 7-0.
They are going to measure.
Clinch County 6, Telfair nothing. Let's go down to Joe Hayes on the sideline with our Bennett Johnson. I had 3 Bennetts in there. Sideline report. Joe, tell us a little bit of the feel on the sideline right now.
Right now the coaches are just in here trying to make some adjustments. They showing us a little different offense here than I think what we planned for. So they got a new little wrinkle in what they're running. So they're trying to get them coached up. And like you said, we got players need to stay home and, and make their tackles.
Well, there you have it.
I believe they have the first down here.
Yes.
He's calling in the end.
No, it's short.
Yeah. He said it's short, and it is short. So it's going to be 3rd down and 1. Thank you, Joe, for that. And that's always the fun part of coaching there. Who can make the adjustments on the go? Credit their coaches for showing us something we hadn't seen on film yet.
Real quick, QB, in your opinion right here, let's get your football knowledge. When you got 3rd or 4th and an inch and you snap the ball back 5 yards, how do you feel about that rather than coming up underneath center and just leaning forward?
If you're not used to it, you don't do it. You don't take a kid out of his comfort zone.
That's one of the things that I got problem. He's coming up underneath center now.
And I don't know if he fell forward. It looks like he's going to have
the first down.
Have a first down there.
Yeah.
It just all depends on what's on your scheme. Now, what I prefer is to go under center.
Right.
But you can just as easily lose that football because as the quarterback's trying to fall forward, he has to pull the ball at the same time he's moving. And high school kids make a mistake a lot of times. So, to be honest with you, snapping the football seems to be the safer option these days, but it's just your preference. So Metter got a first down. Ball's on the 30-yard line. They bring across in motion. They hand it underneath the number 2, and he's got a crease or two. It's shut down. Safety coming downhill. Couple KJ Castile and number 20. No, I'm sorry, that's KJ Brown. And number 20, Grant, on the tackle for the Raiders. 4:20 left to go in the first quarter. Ball, Metter's in on their second possession, and they're threatening. Ball is on the 27-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, about 26 or 27.
And it's 2nd down and 7.
That little play that they're doing right there, faking the ball going wide and handing it underneath, that's a good-looking little play. I don't know that I've seen that a lot.
And like I said, it takes discipline to sit in there. Lee County 7, Coffee nothing. Bring the guy in motion. It's a zone read. Ooh. They hand it. He's got a crease. Forced to cut it back up. Good play by the cornerback of the Raiders. A gain of, 4 or so, and it's going to bring up another 3rd down.
3rd and about 2.
Man, I tell you what, they're creating major holes, but our Raiders are showing some speed and some grit to close those holes down. Is that what you see?
Well, that is what I see, but they're getting us spread out and then cutting up underneath us with their little quick backs.
3rd down and 2.
Yeah.
Ball on the 22-yard line. They're going to take it, zone read to the quarterback. Man. He's got a first down and more. He's dragging some folks. We're trying to rip the ball out, and he's going to go down to about the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Tigers.
And we need to stiffen up right here. This quarterback, just as Coach said, he's got a little bit of grit. He probably doesn't weigh 150 or 60 pounds, but once we made original contact, I want to say drug us. He drove another 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, and that's some of that new stuff they teach these days, ripping the ball out. I don't like that. These kids see it on TV. I mean, you got to. But and it just, we were trying to rip the ball out, and we were actually pulling him forward while he was driving. It looks like we're going to take a timeout to try to get things straight. And so with that, we're going to take a huddle-up timeout here. 2:48 left in the first quarter. It's 1st and goal for the Metter Tigers when you come back. QB in the Rev on 93.5 The Eagle.
And I were talking in the break. Metter looks very athletic, especially at the running back position. They're big up front. I don't think we told you what they look like. They got orange helmets with big old tiger paws on them, and looks a lot like Clemson. Kind of makes me want to puke, be honest with you.
Yes, it does look like the Clemson Tigers.
Rather than orange, white, and purple, they're orange, white, and black. So basically the only difference, but they look a lot dressed out. They look a lot like the Clemson Tigers.
So here we go, 1st and goal. They're going to spread us out again. They're going to bring that guy across in motion, and that snap bounces, and we let him get the edge. He just outruns us. Touchdown, Metter.
On a rolled ball. Ball rolled
that's
back
right.
to him.
And really, it was just a bad angle by Cavante Merritt, and he got outran by their little number 3, their quarterback. He's fast, and he's wounded.
He's fast, but I don't know what we were doing. I don't know if we just didn't know where the ball was at, but how he got to the edge, I have no idea.
I mean, he just outran us. We took a terrible angle on the edge there as a cornerback and or outside linebacker, wherever we come from. The extra point of kick is up, and the extra point is good, and that makes it 7-0 with 2:39 left to go. Did you see something down there?
Well, the way they were acting, it looks like there may have been a penalty.
Yep, the white hat's there. I don't know if Joe, if you're down there on it and you've seen what happened, you can chime in at any time. They're trying to sort something out. Personal foul.
I didn't see it, guys. I missed it too.
They're giving a personal foul that's going to be assessed on the kickoff against the Raiders.
It's against us.
Yep.
I didn't see it either. I could just see the way
Was the flag thrown during or after or before? Nobody knows. 2:39 here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Metter, and we're gonna keep you with us right here. Thank you for listening to 93.5 The Eagle, QB in the Rev with Joe Hayes tonight as Shane Bennett is out tonight and
protecting our country.
Yep, and we appreciate Shane. We appreciate you being with us all year long. Thank for all the Raider fans for coming out and supporting us tonight across the way, and I hope you have safe travels. And I hope you encourage, if you're listening to us, call somebody and tell them to get on and listen to the final game of the Raiders and support us from the house. And so Metter, number 35, is going to be doing the kicking duties for Metter, and they're going to come out and kick it. And it looks like he's going to kick it from, they're marking that 15-yard personal foul penalty. So I'm guessing we're going to take this at 25.
What if this
I don't know, it's a pooch kick maybe.
Yeah, what if this is the Pierce County game from a couple of years ago and he kicks it through the upright and they give us 3 points? Do you remember that crazy?
Jay Jackson.
Oh, my goodness. That
Absolutely.
was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
That crew, unfortunately,
lost their jobs.
Yeah, lost their jobs that night. So they're kicking the ball from our 45.
Right.
And we'll see what happens here. 2:39 to go in the quarter, and he's gonna boot it end over end, and it's a touchback.
Yep.
And that's where we'll take over for the Raiders. And so we really need to establish something. Didn't move a lot. We had a false start called on us that hurt us early.
Here's the deal. This late in the season, we do what we do, And I just think that rather than being cute, we just need to come out and do what we do. They are walking both safeties up within 7 yards. They're going to make us beat them through the air.
But they're running us down from the backside. That's where we're going to have to protect that backside. Dawson Jewell comes out, snaps it, hands it underneath the 25. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, but he's dragging folks, and now they're pushing him backwards. Looks like it's only going to be a gain of 2. Yeah. They're winning the battle, it looks like, on the line right now.
It does, and boy, I don't like this exchange. It looks like Anthony, is getting past Jewell, and he's having to quickly hand it on his hip, and we're going to eventually have an exchange problem if we're not careful.
So, Joe, if you hear us, tell Coach he's putting it on his hip. We got twins up to the top. Anthony's going to shift to the left, to the twin side, to the right. I'm sorry. We're going to throw a quick screen out there. It's caught, complete, makes a move. Legondrick, there he goes for a first down. He breaks a couple of tackles, and there he is down the sideline with one man to beat, and he does. Number 29 saves the touchdown as Legondrick Snell made 3 people miss.
Yeah, it was a very good play by Legondrick. Number 1, he made the catch. And number 2, he made people miss, and then he got
down. And number 3, J.P. Peterson made a good block on that side.
Well, you got to have it.
Was I think that was J.P.
It is J.P. Yes.
I haven't seen Xavier. Xavier, I don't know.
He was out in the first series.
Okay. Jewell's going to take the snap, and they're going to hand it underneath to Anthony Madison.
There he goes.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got Anthony. One man to beat. He's at the 20. They're running him down from behind. Hold on to it. Touchdown, Raiders.
No flags.
No flags on the play.
That'll be 6 all day long.
1:45 here to go in the first quarter, and the Raiders answer. They've already given us the extra point. We will take it if we keep it. It's 7-6 now. Anthony Madison, boy, those legs at the 10-yard line just started wearing down on him.
Yeah.
But it was a good run right up the middle. See, and that's what you just said. Doing what we do, staying with it. We opened it up a little bit with a big run.
And when you sell out, you know how it is. When you sell out and your safeties are walked up, you split them. All of a sudden, it's green grass, and they're trying to sell out to stop the run. And
Dylan Kelly kicks it up, and it's right down the middle, and the extra point is good with 1:44 left to go in the first quarter. Your Raiders 7. And Metter Tigers 7. You're listening to the QB, the Rev, and Joe Hayes on 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
As your Bacon County Red Raiders have tied the ball game, answering a long drive by the Metter Tigers and coming back with a long drive of their own to make it 7-7. And we're going to be kicking the ball off from the 40-yard line. As Ronaldo kicks it, it's a little pooch kick, and fair catch is called for at about the 29, 28-yard line, and that's where Metter will take on.
You know, if he would have let that ball go out of bounds, that would have been 7 or 8 more yards because they just spotted it on the 35 because of kicking it out of bounds, but I'll take it.
Yes, you never know how that ball's going to bounce either, so if you're a coach.
I was just talking to someone here in the booth, and you can see on the 50-yard line there's initials Z-A-J, and a young man by the name of Zach Jarrell, who was a part of this football team, would have been a senior this year. Tonight is senior night. They're honoring him. He passed away because of some medical reasons. So very good for the community to honor him. And I saw even when they were running out on the field, they had his jersey framed. So our prayers are with the family, and we're so sorry for your loss.
They're going to bring a man in motion. That's number 7.
We got a flag.
Yeah, we do have a flag.
I thought we had.
While we got a flag, he's running down the field for a first down. Going to mark him out at about the 43-yard line.
I thought we had a whistle, and it looked like there was a whistle, and that's the reason everybody stopped.
It was a penalty. We actually didn't stop. He just outran us. Did they?
You
got to help me look. You got to help me look in the backfield because number 3, he's moving around. I don't think I think that ball was handed off to number 3 that time.
I think it was handed off to him too.
Out of the slot formation.
Yeah.
Number 3, their quarterback who scored their first touchdown that time was lined up in the slot.
Well, that'll tell you who he is for this team. He's Mr. Everything.
Yep, he's a good-looking athlete. Not really big or oversized, and that's it. Number 12 is in at quarterback now for Metter. And 1:35 left to go in the first quarter. Ball's on the 23-yard line, 1st and 15 after a penalty. It backs Metter up. And number 3, their quarterback, who scored already, is in the slot up to the top. They're going to take the ball, and they're going to throw it. He must be the passer, complete to number 80, who makes a move, and Ayrton cleans it up at about the 25-yard line as we whiffed.
Yes.
I don't know who that was.
Oh, that was a young one.
I'm
going to let him pass.
Isaiah Grant.
Yeah, he's a sophomore.
Covering, good job. He was there. That's the good thing. He was there, but he just
But Ayrton cleaned him up.
Ayrton's come along big this year.
Yeah, Ayrton is just a junior, be back next year. We'll have a very experienced secondary next year. I think we're only losing one. Number 23, we're losing Cavante Merritt. He is a senior, but right now that's the only seniors we got on the field is just one defensive back. Everybody else, our sophomores, are underclassmen.
They break the huddle, and they're going to bring number 3 across in motion. Number 12, they're going to hand it underneath to number 2.
Nice play.
He's got a hole, and is brought down after a gain of about 5 or 6. And really, if you look at that, our defensive line is just not getting knocked 5 yards off the ball, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy, and it's under 30 seconds here left in the first quarter, and it's 3rd down and 5 for the Raiders. Ball on the 33-yard line, and let's see if we'll get a snap off here. I think we're going to have to.
I don't see a play clock anywhere.
I think they'll have to get it off or call a timeout 1.
He may call a timeout.
I
don't know why.
I'm actually going to give it to him. So
right. And we're going to take a timeout, the Huddle House Huddle Up timeout. We'll be back to start the second quarter in just a minute. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Concerning a switch that Metter has made, number 3 has drove him down the field as a quarterback, and now they brought someone in and put him out wide. And you ask the question, why do you do that? I don't have an answer for that. I don't know. Sometimes I think we get too smart for our britches or whatever. We stick too closely to the game plan.
It's going back to Bryan County last week when they had the top running back from the region spread out wide for the first 2 possessions for the whole first quarter. Yeah. What are you? Come on, man. That's a sports center. Now, it's not been ugly. I will say that. I mean, that the plays have been executed, but sometimes when you get a little momentum like that, make them stop you, until you change.
Well, I know this was long ago, but Valdosta used to run 6 plays, and they won like 20-something state championships doing that.
They're going to spread it out this time, and there they go. They hurt us, number 3. Oh. And, boy, I'm glad we brought him down. Nigel Alderman. Woo. Went back to rec ball there for a minute.
I mean, we
fourth
we
down,
led,
though.
Well, yeah, we led with our shoulder pad instead of wrapping up. I don't understand that. I know that our kids are coached better than to tackle like that. We're supposed to tackle by wrapping up and just.
He's a young guy.
Well, just going in with his shoulder pad.
He's a junior.
Yeah.
Hadn't played a lot, but here we go. 4th and 1, and they're going to go for it. Ball's on the 37-yard line, beginning of the second quarter. We're creeping up, and we jumped offsides. That's your boy.
Yeah.
Trey Mobley.
Just things you can't do. I know Coach Yates, he's absolutely furious over at the sideline or disappointed. He just stuck his head down. He's clapping now, bringing him back on. But, you coach him, and then all of a sudden we get in a 4th down and 2 situation. Give our offense a good opportunity to take the ball over, and we jump off sides. And the one thing you can't do as a defensive lineman is pay attention to the count. You've got to watch
take the ball and hand it off to number 16, and that time that's some pretty good defense.
Yep.
As we stretch the play out, and we brought him down after no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down and maybe a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9. Not third down and 9.
Yeah.
I must have missed a play.
No, it can't be third down. It's got to be second. You're
Second
right.
and 9.
Second.
Man, come on, man. We got to get some rhythm up here. I feel all out of whack up here tonight. I don't know what it is. 10:30
Well, maybe it was them 6 Red Bulls you drunk on the way there.
10:26 here to go in the second quarter. Second down and 9. We're getting shifted on defense. They spread us out. Number 16 comes across in motion. They hand it underneath, and we run by him. A couple broken tackles, missed tackles, really. And that's going to be third down now. Third down and 4 or third down and 5.
Called an absolutely great run blitz there. And our linebacker came by and tried to arm tackle rather than put his helmet in his chest. I don't know what happened.
We were literally in the backfield when he handed it off.
Great run blitz call by our defensive coach. I mean, he called a run blitz. You could see what it was. We knew what was coming. But whiffed on him, and rather than a loss of 2, it was a gain of 6. So
that brings us under
third and about a long 4, short 5.
Ball on the 48-yard line. It's third down 5, like the Rev was saying, and we're going to have a timeout for Metter. And so with that, we'll take a timeout too. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle. Metter comes out, third down and 5, ball on the 48-yard line. They come out in their shotgun formation. Running back standing right behind the quarterback right now. They're going to take it, and they're going to try to throw it down the middle of the field, and it's in and out of the hands of number 16. Wide open was he, but he dropped the ball, and therefore it'll be fourth down and 5. Let's go down to Joe Hayes, our Bennett and Johnson sideline report. And, Joe, talk to us what you were talking to us during the break.
Guys, I don't know why they'd pass the ball right there. They're definitely being effective running the ball, and the most impressive thing I've seen with Metter so far tonight is their offensive line. These guys are just staying low. They are getting hands on somebody on our defense, and they are just driving us back, whether it's 2, 3, 4 yards. And our guys are going to have to stay low. We're going to have to get dirty, and I know we can win the battle. We got some tough guys, so hopefully we'll get a little grit in our teeth and we'll start winning some of these battles.
And they're going to punt that away. It was a line drive kick. Legondrick took it out about the 15-yard line, made a couple guys miss, got a block, and brought it out to the 30. A good return. There is a flag in the middle of the field, so we'll see if that's on us. Usually those flags are on the receiving team.
Block below the waist against us.
Is that what he called?
Yeah.
Man, we just –
great return. We had about a 15-yard return. Just
would have really helped in the field position battle.
Right.
Now we've got to come out from the end zone again. Houston 7-0 over Valdosta. Brooks 7-3 over Berrien. Lee and Coffee are tied at 7. And let's see, Vidalia and Bryan are tied at 7 as well tonight. That's a long way to go in that game. But I tell you what, I seen it. Bryan County is not a bad football team. And that's why, Metter's not a bad football team. That's the only win that they have in the region this year. Clinch 12-0 over Telfair. It's 7-7 here, 9:14 to go in the second quarter. The Raiders come out, staying in their run formation, out of pistol, heavy set. Dawson Jules is going to take it, going to hand it to Anthony Madison. He goes forward for a gain of about 2 or 3 on the play.
Where we just bunched it up there and just tried to push them back and get a little bit of yardage. We did pick up 3 yards, but it was one of those ugly plays. It was 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as we used to call it. It was not a clear-cut hole. We just got behind our line
three
and pushed.
there, though.
Yeah.
Second down and 7. We see it shift Anthony Madison out in motion, and Jules going to take it. He gets a hole. Nope, he's brought down. He's hit. The guy who ran through the hole like he had the ball was our fullback, while our quarterback was getting tackled in the backfield.
Yeah. The man he was supposed to block tackled our quarterback.
Come on, man. But however, that was another gain of maybe 2 on the play, and that'll be a 3rd down and 6.
Yep.
3rd down and 5 is what they're saying here, but that's a long 5.
Right.
8-18 here in the second quarter, 7-0. Ball is on the 20-yard line. We're backed up, and let's see what we're going to call a timeout. We'll have that'll take us down to have 2 left, and so far we've seen enough football. What do you think the key is going to be to get out of here tonight for the Raiders for a victory?
Well, I think that at some point we saw it on the last drive where we scored. Legondrick had that. We had that little out pass to him. We're going to have to throw it out to keep them honest a little bit. Otherwise, they're going to stack it on us. They're a little bit bigger than us. So I think we got to be able to throw with at least some success. We don't maybe not have to win it with throwing it, but at least being able to keep them honest so they can't crowd the line of scrimmage. And then I think we're going to continue just to have to feed the ball to Anthony Madison. That's what I see. Defensively, we've got to find an answer some way for us to keep them from getting 4 and 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, and that's going to come from our defensive line making plays, I believe. At least you got to hold them up, but credit their offensive line. They're big. They're moving us around, and so we're still in a break here as the Raiders are standing.
One of the things that I don't want to use the word upset, but one of the things that we failed to capitalize on is we've had them a couple of times 1st and 15, and then we've allowed a big 8 or 10 yard play rather than just holding
by some missed tackles.
By missed tackles, and rather than getting the ball out of their hands, they've been able to move the ball a little bit.
Joel stands in shotgun. He shifts his guy. Heavy set. We're going to hand it, and we're going to reverse it to Legondrick, and there he goes. We got it. Guy, he misses a tackle. It's a first down, and he's dancing around at about the 30, still driving, folks, down to close to the 34 or 35-yard line. First down for the Raiders. And really, if we could have got a block out on the perimeter.
Well, our outside guy, he's kind of enjoying watching the game out there. He got caught up in watching it, and rather than making a block, maybe I don't really know.
Well, one of our blockers was going to have to be our quarterback, and that's always fun to watch.
That may have been the issue right there.
It's Xavier up to the left, Legondrick out, solo receivers to the left and to the right. Anthony Madison standing to the right of Jewell, and he's tackled after a gain of 1. They may mark it a no gain, as there was just a pile up in the middle there.
Well, that was a blitz, the run blitz. They knew what we were going to do right away. I tell you, I think we got a 7 or 8 yard at any time we need it. We got 7 or 8 yards wide with Xavier Hayes. If he could just run down and stop, they're giving him about a 10 or 12 yard cushion.
Second down and 9, 7:19 here to go in the second quarter. Jewell standing in the shotgun, and he's going to roll to his right, and he's going to throw it, and he throws it short, but a good catch. Oh, they're going to call it incomplete.
It may have bounced. It was close.
Bad pass by Jewell, as it was short. And once again, he had a man wide open, and he missed him.
Yeah.
Got to get your feet set in those situations and just throw it out there. Tried to throw it on a line there when really, honestly, he didn't have to.
No, we were open by 3 or 4 yards.
Yeah, they were playing soft coverage. They're playing about 5 to 8 yards off.
But Gondrick runs good routes and was coming back. It would. I'm not sure it would have been a first down, but it had been close.
3rd down and 9. Jewell drops straight back, standing in the pocket. He's going to throw it, and this time it's thrown underneath and intercepted by number 9. Yeah. So Jewell just not feeling it tonight. He throws it. They're going to take over at the 40, and the bad thing about that is
it was open.
Yeah, it gives them momentum as well. 7:04 here to go in the second quarter, and the first turnover of the night for Bacon County. So now we're going to have to run our defense, our tired defense, back out on the field. Lee County up 21-7 on Coffee.
Ooh.
And I don't know. I can't really figure out what the deal is with that Coffee playoff. I don't know if it's a must win or if they're already in, or if a win gets them 4th seed. It'd have to be 3rd seed, though. But anyway, doesn't matter. The Raiders here, they're in a dogfight here in the jungle. Metter comes out, and they're going to bring the guy in motion, and they're going to number 3 is going to keep it, and he's got a crease right up the middle. That guy's fast. He's off to the races. Number 2 is the last man for the Raiders. Touchdown, Metter.
How many times have you seen it where you give a team momentum by an interception or a turnover, and the very first play, boom?
Right up the gut. He shot right up the middle on our defense, and that's going to make it 13-7 Metter.
Yeah, that cat right there, he's the best player on the field, and there's not even an argument.
Benedictine 10, Jeff Davis 7.
Wow.
And the extra point attempt, number 35 is going to do it. He's going to kick it, and it's going to be.
He may have missed it.
No good to the right. And so there you go with 6:52 here to go in the second quarter. We may have got a break at 7-13.
I thought he was looking at one referee that was standing under the upright that missed. He was looking at the other one trying to get a read on him. Finally, he made a decision that he missed it. And I'm glad he did because that thing was way wide right. So
Brantley County 13, Long County nothing. That's a score update. Update from Vidalia saying 10-7. Bryan County on top of the Vidalia Indians.
Wow, how about that? I'm not sure that score's right, but
yeah, you never know. You just never know.
Clinch County up 12-0 on Telfair. Telfair's actually had a pretty good season this year.
Got a lot of good athletes.
Yeah, they're very athletic.
Coffee scored, made it 21-14. That may wind up being a shootout.
Max Hughes, senior quarterback over at Coffee, he's had a very, very good year. He was, I think, number 3 in the state in passing a week or so ago, and he throws the ball very well.
And they're going to kick it, a little pooch kick.
May let it go out of bounds.
No, we're going to catch it, and we almost stepped out of bounds, but we didn't. We reversed field, and that's Ayrton Moore, and he's got a crease, and they finally bring him down at about the 34-yard line. And there's a late flag that comes flying in from the back.
What was that?
I don't know. Come in late, last second.
Blocking the back?
I don't know. We're looking at it, and we'll see.
Holding us.
Blocking the back on the Raiders. And that. 7:42 here in the second quarter. 13-7. Metter's on top. And once again, another penalty on the kickoff that backs us up. That judge threw the ball from the other side of the field.
Yeah.
Threw that flag, didn't he? At the last second. Maybe you seen it coming in there towards the end. Maybe we took a cheap shot. However, that's going to back the ball up to the 23-yard line, and where our offense
Can I say this?
Has not looked very sharp tonight on the one series.
If you're wondering if Oompa Loompas were fairy tales, they're not.
The Gondrick Snell in at quarterback, and he's going to shift and then shift to the right, and he's going to take it. Oh, my goodness. And bad snap. Actually, the Gondrick took off running before he caught the ball, and a high snap, and here we go. Let us back home pray that the wheels do not fall off.
Let's get our what we're used to. Let's get it back in there. Let's get it back in there.
Composure. That snap was a little bit high, but LeGondrick took off running before the snap. He secured the snap on
That's
that.
true.
So I would probably say that was on LeGondrick. We're going to come back. Anthony Madison shifts to the left of Dawson Jewell. We're going to take it and hand it underneath to him. And the linebacker comes free, but he breaks a tackle, falling forward, a gain of 4 on the play, and make it 3rd down and long for the Raiders.
What is he doing backing us up that far for? Huh?
3rd down and 4.
Wow.
And that's going to be 3rd and 11
Yeah.
here at 5:48, under 6 minutes to go in the game.
And everybody in the stadium knows we're fixing to throw the ball.
Going to take it, and we're going to throw it, and that slant from last week, and it's tipped. They were ready for it,
Right.
and that's going to be 4th down, and we're going to have to punt.
Yeah, and we better be careful here.
This has been bad for the Raiders at times this year, running out Dylan Kelly instead of Xavier to kick this time around. Xavier has battled back from a knee injury this year to play the last 3 games.
Gone, yeah, and he's come back and fought back and finishing out his senior year on a high note.
Dylan Kelly standing. The snap is there. It's good, and it's a good kick. Spiral, end over end. Going to bounce to cross the 40-yard line, or right at the 40, and that's where they'll take over again on offense. And so 5:27 here in the second quarter. The second quarter has not been a good quarter for the Raiders so far, Rev.
No, we've thrown an interception. We've had a couple of penalties, and we just are not good enough to overcome the 5 extra yards. And they know what we're going to do once we get in 3rd and long. They know what we're going to throw. We're very vanilla when it comes to our passing. We've had a ball skipped. We've had a ball underthrown. We've had a ball overthrown. And then we've had a couple of good plays. And Legondrick, if we can get the ball in our playmakers' hands and give them any room at all, we know that we can play with these guys.
And they're back in shotgun formation. Number 3 takes it, hands it underneath.
Ball,
There's a fumble.
ball.
And I think he recovered. My goodness, where were we at?
Oh, my goodness. If he hadn't have fumbled it, he'd have scored.
Yep. There was a hole, and he fumbled the ball right through the hole, fell on it for a gain of 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6.
And he laid there for 3 seconds before we were ever able to get to him. I don't know what was going on there. I don't know.
They're going to come from the sideline.
We need to play some enthused football right here. We need to act like we want it.
Ball is on the 43-yard line. 2nd down and 7 for the Tigers. It's 13-7. They're up on the Raiders.
They're going to come this way.
Standing in shotgun, Twins. They're going to bring number 16 cross in motion. There's that play he scored a touchdown on. He finds a hole, and there he goes again. Gets breaking some tackles, and Trey Mobley brings him down, throws him out of bounds. No flags on the play.
Here's the thing, what I'm seeing right now, here's the thing about that. He's very shifty and very good, but he's not having to break any tackles, really. We're just not getting anybody around him.
Yep, we're not touching him.
We're not touching him now.
He's speedy, and he just really just found the holes and shifted through there. And Trey Mobley for the Raiders chased him down about 20 yards downfield.
Yep.
And it'll be 1st down. They're in Raider territory again. Ball spotted on the 40, and we really don't have an answer for them, folks, right now. Going to bring 16 across in motion, this time handed underneath the number 2, and there we go. Broke a tackle, and he's just dragging folks. There he crosses the 25-yard line, and that's going to be another 1st down for Metter, the Tigers. I mean, what's crazy is if you're looking at it, there's white jerseys in the backfield, and they're just running under.
Well, we're trying to arm tackle, QB. We're trying to arm tackle. We're not bringing anything. We're just olaying. We're just acting like we're on a Thursday practice, and we're just trying to get through get through everything. We're just
4 minutes here to go in the second quarter. They're in the shotgun. This time they've got 2 running backs in the backfield, and it's a stack look. They're going to hand it. I'll fake it to number 16. He's up the middle for a gain of 9 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 1, maybe 2nd down and 3, maybe only a gain of 7.
Well, I don't know who it was in. Somebody got mad enough to pick him up and dump him on his head. KJ, he's tired of watching him run through there. When he did get his hands on him 6 yards down the field, he picked him up and dumped him on his head.
2nd down and 4.
Just got a text. Pierce County is up 21-13 on Liberty County.
This time they're going to be in a heavy pistol set. They're going to take it and hand it underneath the number 2, and nobody there. He's got the outside, and finally brought down, and I don't know what they threw a flag right there. And
I think it's going to be holding. I hope it called
by number 16. That guy is the one who dropped the big 4th down and helped us, and it's going to be holding, and that helps us back them up. As that time, we're not getting any better on defense. We don't know what to do. If we can get to halftime, Rev, I think we can make some adjustments to come out and play better in the second half. But we can't.
I don't know that we can afford to go down 2 touchdowns.
We cannot.
Here's the problem with what they've just done right here. They've called them on a 10-yard penalty, but where they called the hold at, where they threw the flag and called the hold, was actually 10 yards further up the field. But where the guy dropped the flag is where they called it. The hold was actually on Legondrick, 10 yards farther up this way. It should have been 2nd and about 15.
2nd and 4 now. After the hold, they're going to take it and hand it to number 16.
There we go. We got him.
And he's just pushing us. We had him in the backfield.
Now we got another flag.
I don't know what that's going to be, if that's an illegal
holding again finally. Maybe we're figuring out why they're able to capitalize on our edge right now. Holding. Now we're going to have 2nd and 15.
We're tired. Hands are on our hips, but we're fighting. 2:58 here to go in the second quarter. Got a holding penalty here. We're on 2nd and 4. Still on that, we're just playing a little. We're playing a little bit softer than we usually play.
I think
the
it's
Raiders.
more uninspired. Would you say that?
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm trying not to get negative. There's no sense in it. It's the last game of the season. It's 2nd down and 15.
Yeah.
Under 3 minutes here to go. 13-7 is your score. And they break the huddle. The quarterback standing at about the 35-yard line. Ball is on the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 15. And we've got Twins to the top and to the bottom for Metter. They're going to bring him across in motion. This time there's a fumble, and they get back on it. That's the second one that they've lost and got back on.
But we were on top of them this time. Yeah.
Yep. The first one bounced forward for a gain of 5.
The quarterback there actually was about to throw the football, and the man in motion hit his hand and made him drop the ball. It looked like he was trying to run a fake, but he had already brought the ball up to pass it. And they're bringing in number 12 is going to be their throwing quarterback, and look out for number 3.
Yep. Number 16's coming out. Number 12's coming in, and number 3 is going to go out to wide out. He's going to come out to the slot receiver.
We better watch
He's standing
him down
at about the 35-yard
right.
line.
We better watch him down this creek.
They're going to take it, and it's a bad low snap, and we're on him. Goodness gracious. Oh, there we go. K.J. Brown cleaned him up with one of our big linemen who almost let him get by, number 60 for the Raiders, and held them on 3rd down and 19, and that'll back them up to be 4th down
Will
and
Richardson,
forever.
But he's not played a lot of defense this year. And here again, we got people in positions they're not used to playing simply because of injuries.
But that was good execution on defense there, because finally we made a tackle in the backfield. The frustrating thing watching this game is we're there every play. We just not getting a hand on them.
I would call a timeout right here.
4th down and 24.
Wow.
They're going to actually go for it. And the clock is ticking under. And finally, we do call a timeout. And say a prayer for Rev. He's going crazy up here on the last game. And so with them, we're going to take a huddle-up timeout. When we come back, it will be 4th down and 24 for the Metter Tigers. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Maybe Joe lost us. Bennett and Johnson halftime
or
sideline report. Now he's back on us. Joe, what are you seeing down there?
Or hearing?
Well, guys, it's a little bit both sides it's looking a little fatigued here. Metter's offense has been on the field for a while. We got a trick play coming. He's covered.
Oh, my goodness.
Good play.
As they tried a little reverse pass, or not, it wasn't a reverse pass. They had a little jet sweep pass, and it fell incomplete. Go ahead, Joe.
But, guys, just seeing fatigue on both sides of the ball there. They're still trying to move quick, but fatigue's coming into play, and they're not executing good handoff exchange between the QB and the running back, and that caused quite a few fumbles, which did not go our way. But hopefully here our offense is fresh, and we'll see if we can't have a little miracle here in 59.1 seconds remaining in the second.
There you have it, Joe Hayes with our Bennett and Johnson sideline report. Thanks, Joe.
That receiver almost went up and got it between.
Yeah.
And Jules going to take it and hand it to number 24, Anthony Madison, who's got a crease, broke a tackle, and about a gain of 8 on the play, maybe 7. We'll see. We've got a guy down. J.P. Peterson is down on the play.
All right.
Cross our fingers for that. He's moving, but he's moving out of pain. So let's see.
It looks like he's grabbing an ankle or a knee, one. And we're going to take a timeout, an injury timeout right now. Go back to the station. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, It doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes, or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Ankle's being helped off the field, but it looks like he's going to be fine. Maybe a tweaked an ankle or something. I don't know that he'll be able to be back. We may have to tape him. We'll see about that at halftime. Lagondrick Snell is down in a single set out here wide.
Jewell takes the snap, and he's going to drop back, step up in the pocket, and make a throw. It's an underthrow again to the same guy, and intercepted by number 9. As Jewell was under distress that time, and he took a lick in the backfield when he threw that ball.
Well, the thing is, you're going to get hit anyway. You just as well step up. What we got something. We got a flag. Got an unsportsmanlike against. Yes. So that's going to back them up, and we're going to get your get your wish. Looks like we're going to a good chance of us just getting out of this half alive.
Yeah. Going to go back to that play as I was letting the ref tell us about the penalty. I don't know what that was for. I don't know if it was for people on the field or somebody shouted something. But anyway, he in that play, on that play, the hit forced the throw. So I don't know that there was much. About all he could have done on that one was pull it down and run.
Okay.
He took a shot. The guy come clean off of the edge, and Jewell stepped up into the pocket, and he stepped right into a defensive tackle that hit him and hit him hard. And we were discussing in break. Rev was a little bit unrattled about letting 18 seconds run off, but we were discussing why, and it was just because we're not. My suggestion was
get it out of here.
Get it out of here because we're not clicking right now on offense. Sometimes you just know your players and do it. But we tried it. We took a shot. And the thing is Lagondrick can outrun anybody on their team besides number 3, and he's not out on defense. 35 seconds here to go in the second quarter. It's 13-7. Will they try to take a shot? But they've got a guy that can run it in a hurry.
I think
number 3.
You look number 16. He's about
standing back. They're going to take a knee, and they're going to take this thing to half. And we're going to go in and see which team can make the better adjustments. Stay with us for the Richmond-Bacon halftime shows. We've got a senior spotlight and a few things, and they take a knee, and that'll do it. And we're just going to let that clock run out. But both teams are already trotting off the field, and it's still running out. And here it's been a half. It's been 13-7. Metter has pretty much dominated this first half with the exception of a big play from the Raiders. And really, it's been a half of missed opportunities for the Raiders.
Yeah, it has been. I totally agree with you. Dominate. They just run up and down the field, but we've done what we needed to do to stop them. Stay with us for our halftime show, and we'll be back to carry you home in the second half. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on 93.5 The Eagle.
halftime speech. Maybe he dug deep, and maybe we can play a little bit of football, clean it up on the offensive side of things. And to be honest with you, Rev, we may need to spread them out a little bit and run underneath.
Well, I think that's what we got to do. I think we're going to have to throw the ball at least outside a little bit. And it's proven, at least late in the half, that when they know, Metter knows that it's a throwing situation and they open up their defensive line to blitz us, we have no time. So we're going to have to be meticulous in how we run it. We're going to have to call a very smart game. And most of all, what I see is we're just going to have to want it more than they are.
Well, let's go to Joe with the Bennett Johnson sideline report. Joe, in the first half, were there any injuries or did we come out? How was J.P. Peterson? I know he went out. And tell us a little bit about what you think the key to the second half will be.
Guys, I believe JP is going to be out for the game. Seems he's rolled his ankle. They're bringing him out on the gator now. He's got his pads off, so we definitely did not need that tonight. But, again, there's some more underclassmen that'll have to step up here and get an opportunity to
we're definitely used to that by
that's
now.
right. That's right. So, like I said, there is a positive side to it, and looking forward to next season. Some of these guys are getting a lot of playing time, so hopefully we can roll some of that over into next year. But, again, I think the key tonight, if Jewel can settle in and stay focused, we can. They're pulling their safeties in. Seems like they're just daring us to pass. So if we could execute there, I think that would be the key to winning this game. We know we can throw it. We saw it in Swainsboro. We moved down the field, 75 yards in less than a minute. We got to do some of that tonight. So
KJ Castillo.
I was just fixing to say exactly the same thing. Go ahead.
Player that we have not seen a lot on offense in the last several weeks. I don't know, Joe. If you've been in and out all year with our football program, as you are every year, is there a reason for that you've heard, or is it just keeping him in the block? Do you know?
No, necessarily I haven't. I haven't heard any specific reason behind that.
Well, they tell us that KJ is the fastest guy on the team when he gets to running, I guess, in 100 yards, and
he's probably 6'2".
I guess that's his long strides.
That's right.
And, I think he can be a threat out wide or just down the seam. I'd at least give him a try. He came up big for us in Metter. He was the one that caught the touchdown pass and to bring us within 2 points or to bring us within a point. And so, that's one option. The other thing is we just got to get a little bit of rhythm. We can't continue to put ourselves behind the sticks where it's 1st and 15 and because we've got to be able to run the football with Anthony Madison. But I think they've watched the film enough to know Anthony's not surprising anybody in the region now. They realize that he's going to get the ball. We're going to hand it off to him, and they are making sure that he doesn't beat them.
Well, we're in shotgun anyway, so let's just spread out and then hand it and see if we can create holes like they're doing. They're spreading us out. And really, I started thinking about it. When you do that zone read, the scheme to that is a lot of times it's releasing those players and running underneath and reading them. And so that's why we're seeing a lot of our players in the backfield. And we might just be over-aggressive because when you run against that zone offense, sometimes you, like we said,
past it.
Yep, you run past it, and that's what we've seen a lot. And finally, that last defensive possession, I felt like we were kind of settling down. Now, they helped us with a penalty, and they also helped us out with a bad snap on that 4th down or the 3rd down before. I can't really remember. So we'll see. Here we go. We got 12 minutes on the clock, 3rd quarter, and the Raiders are receiving the ball. Standing deep at the 10 is Ayrton Moore along with LeGondrick Snell in the middle. And to the side down here at the 30 is KJ Castillo. And they're going to kick it high, and KJ's going to catch it. And there he goes. And it looks like he's trying to find a hole, but there's nothing. Going to get a good starting field position for the Raiders in this second half, as that ball is going to be about 2 yards shy of the 40-yard line at about the 38. It looks like the 36 now is where they're going to mark it. And that's where the Raiders will take over. And let's see if we can settle down, settle in.
Yeah, settle in and just start playing Red Raider football. I think we can win this game if we'll just settle in and play our brand of football.
Give credit to Metter. They've got a lot of athletes on the field.
I will say we've got a starting tackle, Cam Preston, who's just a sophomore, who's just been kind of thrown into duty.
Got to hand it underneath to Anthony Madison, and there's just a pile, and he's going to gain 3. Maybe 2 on the play.
That was a situation where Anthony, who was just an inline runner, and
Should have bounced.
He should have bounced it. If he'd have bounced it, he'd have had another 5 or 6 yards.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah. Well, when you get to looking downhill and all you see, sometimes it's vision, and he's not been running the ball but for 3 games.
Well, we stay with what we're true to in the first half, and we're going to stand in there. We're going to throw a little quick stop route to Legondrick, who makes one man miss. Oh, my goodness, and the ball's fumbled, but we get it back. We get it back. Number 9 for Metter reached. Actually, Legondrick just made a move, and the ball flew out.
He reached out with his hand and just flipped the ball out of his hand. He was just trying to grab him.
Number 9's got some magic.
Yeah.
He's got some magic. He's got 2 interceptions and reached in there and forced that fumble and almost recovered it. If he would have just fell on it instead of trying to pick it up, he would. But shoulda, woulda, coulda. 3rd down and 9, and the Raiders long 9 to gain for the first down. And we're going to hand it underneath to Anthony Madison, and there he goes. He found a hole.
There he goes.
Got 1 man to beat. Number 9, that's that man. Good night. Hold on to the football, Anthony. And a big
like
game,
a loaf of bread.
No flags, and we crossed the 50, the 40, and down to the 30-yard line. First down on a 3rd down and 9 run for the Raiders.
Great play call. We've got to have it. We're bringing in a big fullback right here. Number 45, we're bringing in a fullback. Number 45, that's Trey Mobley. He plays defensive tackle and fullback. So
Joel and is standing at the 40, looking over to the sideline, getting the signals in for the coaches. 10:22 here in the 3rd quarter. It's 13-7. The Raiders opened up with the ball. And here we go. They're going to take it and hand it to Anthony Madison. And there we get a push on our line, gain of about 3 or 4. And it looked like
they drove him back.
It looked like they drove him back, but really
it's got about a 2-yard gain, looks like.
Yeah, we had a push there. I'm not sure if
they had a lot of bodies, but somebody, I don't know if it was a run blitz or what, somebody came in there and stood him up.
Just toted him back. It looks like we're shifting Legondrick over. And here we go. We're going to blow the whistle because there's a towel on the field.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So here we go. As an offensive coordinator, it drives you crazy because you want to get in a groove. Kind of stuff drives you crazy. We're going to throw a quick screen out to Xavier. He catches it, gets up the field, driving.
They'll get a first down.
Close to the first down marker. They're going to they waved to keep that, so they didn't knock him out of bounds. Keep the clock moving, and it'll be 3rd down and 1 in the inches, really. Yeah. 3rd down and 1 there. Good play by Xavier. Good throw by Jewel.
I don't know if it's a first down or
nope. And they're rolling that clock, so they tackled him in bounds on the play. And so here we go. Under 9 minutes here to go after this snap. They're going to take it, and they're going to hand it to Anthony Madison, who goes forward. And there, once again, keep your head up and find the cutback lane.
Yeah, he's wide
open. But he got a first down.
Yeah, and that's big. That's big. Different-looking team right now. I think rhythm was part of it. I think you hit the nail on the head. At least we've gotten some rhythm. Now if we can keep from turning the ball over. Anthony did look like he was gassed after that last long run.
So we're coming to the line, a little bit of quick offense, and they're going to take it and hand it to Anthony again. There he goes.
Up the middle.
He's got 1 man to beat. Touchdown, Raiders.
Great looking play. They're selling out to come up to try to stop the run, but when they miss us on that run blitz and we go to the other side, it's 6 because there's nobody in the middle to stop.
Well, let's go down to Joe, give him a second to turn his mic on, and Joe, what do you see down there, my friend?
Guys, the Rev called it there. Had a little run blitz in, and we run to the opposite side, and Anthony kept his head up. He saw the little seam there, and linebackers, little missed tackle, and it was a touchdown, guys.
Set up by a good run from a good catch and run from your boy down there.
Yes, it was. Senior Xavier Hayes. With extra point is good. That's the big news. And your Bacon County Red Raiders go up 14-13. What you think about that, QB?
I like it. And that was just the story. You know, Jewel, you got to get him, any quarterback really, but especially Jewel, a guy who has to have it mentally to start a game out. I mean, he's one of those kids that
you throw a quick out to get him in the game.
Well, at times Jewel can't handle failure, but he's young, and I mean that's just things that happens as a young quarterback. So you get him in the groove, get him feeling good, and you know as well as I do, going back from last year with Aubrey Carter being a great quarterback, but then Jewel coming in, getting the hot hand at times. Man, he can get hot,
and he's very talented.
He's got a strong arm, and not on top of that, he can run. So if you get him feeling it, and we can slow number 3 down, let's not forget about number 3. It's a lot of football left. He's dangerous. Around the region, Vidalia 20-10 over Bryan at half. Toombs County losing to Swainsboro 20-13. The kick is and he's going to catch it out of bounds, and so
they're going to call us out of bounds. They flagged us.
Yeah, that's not going to be very good. Our kicker's actually limping. I don't know if what he do. Kick his toe. But anyway, maybe that's just the way he runs. Benedictine 38-7 over Jeff Davis, and here it's 14-13 on a very impressive opening possession for the Raiders offense, looking down 21-13, Pierce on top of Liberty. Applin 10-3 over Tatnall. Brantley 27-0 over Long County. All those at halftime. The Pierce actually shows the second half, but I believe it's halftime there. So just looking at a few of those scores. And here, 8:41, like we've said, ball's on the 35-yard line after a kick out of bounds by Ronaldo for the Raiders. And here comes our defense. Let's see if our defense can play with a little bit of enthusiasm like our offense did. It's actually 24-21 Pierce. This time they're going to shift the tight end, and they're going to hand it to number 2, and we're in the backfield, and we hold on to him, and we bring him down. Better tackling there already.
Yep.
No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10.
Good play. And now they're getting up there limping a little bit. So
don't let number 3 fool you. He's been limping all game, and then he outran our whole team.
He can limp with one leg and be quicker than a lot of folks can.
Very good athlete.
Now this time they're going to use him. They're going to put the ball in his hands. You can just about guarantee it. If I was a
and to be honest with you, with the Raiders, I would have sold out. Stop number 3, stop them would have been my halftime speech.
Yeah, they're coming this way.
And they're going to take it, and they're going to hand it to number 2.
Just
and we set the edge for them, but then didn't follow through. Good tackle by Isaiah Grant to save a 1st down, and they'll bring up 3rd down for the Raiders.
It's going to be 3rd and about 3 to 4.
Yep, that was another case of our youth there, as Isaiah Grant did a good job of pursuing, but he kind of held up instead of pushing that lineman into the running back, kind of held up, and the running back got the outside on him.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
I do.
3rd down and 3. Ball's on the 42-yard line, under 8 minutes, 7:25 and ticking, 14-13.
Better set the edge.
Metter's going to go up, and they're going to hand it to number 3. Bring him down. Then there you go. KJ Castile on a great play, and it's going to be 4th and 1 for Metter. And Metter's got a decision because the ball is on our side of the field. And
it's actually on the 44-yard line. Metter's on 44-yard line. I know that I'm punting the ball here, but not Metter.
4th and a long 1 for Metter. And that was a good play by KJ Castile. It's almost like he heard me talking about Isaiah. He tackled him by knocking this guy back into each other. They're going to quarterback sneak it, and it's going to be close. It looked like he may have got it, and the guy on our side spotting it. It's going to be 1st down.
Yeah, he's spotting it. Boy, he's giving him a big spot. I think he gave him the spot that the tackle was in.
That's right on the other side of that line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Yeah. Boy, that was a generous spot. I'm not saying they were doing it on purpose, but it looked like that they spotted it on the tackle or the center's head. I'm sorry, and the quarterback was actually lay a few feet back, so it was a lot closer. I'm not saying he didn't get it.
I don't know how those guys make that call from the sideline. I think he just slipped the guy a $20 bill.
Nah. I don't think that's the case.
No, the funny thing was he shook the guy's hand. That's why I was laughing. They're going to take it. Number 3 is going to keep it. He pulls it, and he bounces outside.
And we got him contained.
Yes, we do. As he laid a lick to our number 2, but we took him out of bounds. KJ Castile, that guy we talked about, he showed up here in the second half. 6 minutes and ticking here in the 3rd quarter. It's 14-13. 2nd down and 6 for the Tigers.
Our number 2, Nigel Alderman. I don't think that's Alderman. Is that who that is? Defensive back. Yeah, Nigel Alderman. He actually held him up pretty good. That's almost looking like number 2's almost looking like
it does
Big
look
Boy.
like Big Boy. They've shifted jerseys and everything. Going to hand it to number 2 for the Tigers, and he's got a hole and a 1st down.
Yeah.
So they've answered. It's a little bit slower than what we did. They're driving. They're in Raider territory. Ball is going to be at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, 43 of the Red Raiders. First down.
And so there you go. They've got number 2, but really the offensive line is starting to take over again for Metter. We come out and punched them a little bit, and they're punching back, so let's see what happens. Trips up to the top, and they're going to roll that way to the Tripp side, and he's looking for a hole, and I can't see it over there. There's a flag.
I saw a flag come
flying over there. It's on Joe's side, right at Joe. I don't know. Is that going to be a hold, Joe, or what's that?
That's what it appears to me. It was a holding call.
They literally threw it right off of his forehead down there, I believe. It looked like. So with 5:13 here in the third quarter, it's 14-13 Bacon County. It's actually against us.
Unsportsmanlike conduct?
I didn't see that.
That's the same. You know what's funny about that is when they called that unsportsmanlike conduct in the first half, it was in the same kind of area, same field from the white hat who threw it. He threw it that time.
I think that may have been on our bench.
That's wild, man. Just crazy, random. That's what they threw it down here for earlier because they were celebrating on the field.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. So anyway, we've got somebody who's obviously doesn't have a heritage of fighting in world wars, and he's an 18-year-old sensitive person down there with the white hat. They're going to take the snap, and they're going to try to throw it this time, and it's high and incomplete.
Good play by Big Boy.
Yes, doing exactly what he was taught to do, cut up underneath the route, but I think if he would have stood back on that one, he might have
intercepted it.
Yep. So that'll be 2nd down and 10, and you like to see it when that guy throws it because he is dangerous on his feet.
Yeah.
Dangerous on his feet. 5 minutes here to go, 5:01 to be exact. The Raiders come out and scored, and now the Tigers are answering. Ball's on the 22-yard line of the Raiders. They're in our territory, 2nd down and 10.
Guys, that personal foul call was actually on one of our coaches there. Was a little upset we didn't get the holding penalty on them, and ref threw the flag on them.
Go, Coach, go. Trips to the right, and we're going to take it and hand it underneath. This is going to be a reverse, and we're back there. We missed the tackle.
But we got it play, KJ.
And he finally brings him down.
For another loss.
Good play.
Yeah.
Boy, KJ Brown had him in the backfield. Couldn't make the shoelace tackles. Number 16's fast. But KJ Castile brought him down on the play.
About a 3-yard loss, and it's going to bring 3rd and 13. 3rd and 12 anyway.
And I don't know what their field goal kicker looks like. I think they're close to range right here. But I would just run number 3 twice right here.
And just let him dance.
Anytime.
I'd load up one side of the field, the Y side of the field, and we need to know that it's coming, and somebody needs to get up there and just lay a lick on the lead blockers, and that's what they're going to do.
They come out, twins to the top and to the bottom, nobody in motion, dropping straight back, and he's going to bounce around, and there he goes to the outside, and he's throwing it deep. It's underthrown, and we pick it off. And we got a guy going down the sideline.
Goodness, that was such a cheap call on blocking in the back. Such a cheap call. That was terrible. Oompa Loompa has arrived.
Man.
That was a cheap call on blocking in the back. We intercepted it, and thank God for that, but that was a terrible call. I'm just going to call it. That was a terrible call.
Guys down here, he didn't even touch him.
I'm telling you.
Terrible
that
call.
Was terrible. Oompa Loompa.
We're going to have to bring out the tissues for us up here tonight.
Crying like a little old sissy. I know I am, but I'm telling you.
Under 4 minutes here to go in the third quarter, 14-13. And a big interception, however, as we failed to mention, because I think we were a little bit upset about the penalty, and Joe confirmed that we were nowhere around. That'll back us up to the what is that? Ball's on the 6-yard line, and here we go.
Yeah.
It's going to make it interesting as they're showing blitz, and we're going to take it and try to run it out of there. And goes Madison behind our line, getting a good push.
Yeah.
And hold on to the football. That's what I think in these situations
right now. Yeah.
Number 24 for Metter coming off with an equipment problem. I smell onions, man.
Well, either that or somebody's turned on the heat.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7, ball on the 9, and we're spread out this time. We're going to take it and hand it underneath to KJ, and he falls forward for another big.
Actually, that was Anthony Madison.
Anthony Madison. Yeah, I said KJ. Gain of, 3?
Yep.
We're just trying to run it out of our end zone.
It'll be 3rd and 3. We really need a first down here. We don't need to be punting to them and them getting it back on this side of the field.
Third down and 12 in that clock. I'm sorry, third down and 3. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. It's 14-13. And there we go. We're going to hand it to Anthony Madison, who tries to bounce it outside, and they stop us.
Yeah.
Stop us short as he tried to roll off some tackles.
Was that just a regular straight call, or was that a read option?
I don't know. To be honest with you, Rev, I wasn't paying attention. I've got tears in my eyes because the onions or something up here. It's killing me. Oh, man, it's killing me. We're going to bring out our punting team as we needed to. And, boy, that just goes to show you how, man, one penalty can just ruin some momentum. Just a big time.
Rather than getting ball on the 20-yard line, 21-yard line, we get the ball on the 6.
Goodness gracious.
Because Oompa Loompa out here, we got flag happy.
And so we're going to try to punt this one away, and we get a good snap. That's the first thing, a good kick, end-over-end kick. And let's see, it's going to bounce, and it's going to take a roll out of bounds and forward for the Raiders. Ball's going to be at the 50-yard line, and a good punt by Dylan Kelly.
Very good punt by Dylan.
Change that field position. So 2:05 here in the third quarter. It's 14-13. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett & Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Welcome back. Number 3
takes the ball, and he bounces outside. A few missed tackles, and we bring him down at the 40-yard line, right around the first down for the Raiders. Man, I tell you, every time, you're not here watching the game, but every time this guy goes, it's
he's
east
electric,
to west, north to south. It looks like he's running 25 yards, and that was only a gain of 10.
He just so quick.
Bounces in and out, in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
Players like that, you just try to contain them, and honestly, our Raiders have done a good job. If it wasn't for the turnovers on offense, it'd be a different game. They're going to take a timeout. I don't know what the timeout's for. That was looking at it. They're trying to get things right. Man, he looked like he was angry, didn't he?
Yeah, he come across there with authority.
He looked like he was mad on the play. However, it's crazy. We get caught up in watching the game. They bring number 16 in motion. They're going to hand it to number 16. He gets the outside. Number 20, Isaiah Grant, holding on to him and stops him after a gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8 for the Tigers.
I'm beginning to smell that onion smell you're talking about up in here now. My eyes are starting to water, just like you said. I don't know what that is.
They're eating over there.
They're eating onion burgers.
They're rubbing it in our face. Now,
raw onion burgers.
Under 2 minutes here to go in the third quarter, 14-13. 2nd down and 9. Ball's on the 39-yard line of the Raiders. Number 3 brings a guy across in motion. This time he's going to pull it. We got him in the backfield.
Face mask.
But he's still breaking tackles. And there he goes. He tripped him up and falls forward at the 30. We had him in the backfield, 2 yards in the backfield, grabbed his face mask, and that should be holding. Wow. Okay. Holding.
Oh, wow. Doctor snatched his head off.
Good. Maybe he grabbed him from his arm. We couldn't see because the guy in front of him.
Uh-oh, we look like we got an injury right here with number 3. He's just standing there waiting on the trainer to get out here to him.
And, he's actually standing. I don't know what's going on. He may be cramping up.
That may be a cramp.
It looks like a cramp. But, however, that was a big-time play by the Raiders, but another missed tackle. We're missing tackles. We're missing them left and right. We got them in the backfield, and we can't bring them down.
Well, that's one of the plays that I would have bet everything in my pocket that we pulled his face mask, and that's what he called, but he called holding. So it looked like we snatched his head. I don't know. Go figure.
Under a minute here to go in the third quarter. It's 14-13. 2nd down and 21. Ball is on the 49-yard line of Metter now. They're going to take the snap. They're going to hand it underneath the number 2. We got him in the backfield, but he breaks a few tackles, and he goes forward for a gain of 7 or 8. Man, I am tired of seeing that. Tackles. Man, we got a tackle.
Yeah, I mean, we make contact, and then they fall forward for 8 yards.
That's probably going to be the last play here in the third quarter. And they may run one more, but number 3 is still on the sidelines. I'm looking for him. Do you see him down there, Rev?
Well, I think it was a cramp. I think he called it, and honestly, as electric as he is, I sure don't want to see him injured. He's too good a player to be injured, but it wouldn't hurt me if he sat out the fourth quarter.
And that's going to go to the third. We're going to bring it to an end here. It's going into the fourth quarter. When you come back, it's 14-13. Metter has the ball. 3rd down and 13 when we come back. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
Metter Tigers 13.
And it's huge right here that we get a stop. I don't see number 3. He may be back on the field.
He's on the field standing there with Coach. We need to keep him in 3rd down and long here.
Yeah,
we don't need to let him gain 3rd. We don't need to go to 4th and 2 or 4th and 3. We need to keep him long. Number 3's back on the field, but number 12 still in at quarterback. He's there throwing quarterback. He's thrown the ball when he's come in. He's also handed it to number 3. They come out trips to the left. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to roll right and throw back as a screen, and he's wide open, the tight end, number 80.
Great play call by them.
Just a little screen pass to number 80, who started on the right side, slipped to the left side as the quarterback rolled to the right. And like you, Rev, that was a good design play and a perfectly called at a perfect time.
It was. I don't know who the tight end who has his. I guess it would have been a safety that has his. Now the safety's actually patting himself on the chest like that's my fault. But is in a crucial situation. We just got to play technique football, and when a player knows that they've blown the coverage, then they're. You know what I'm saying? That they've been coached up that's who their man was.
1st down and 10, and they're going to take it. And this time number 3 is going to keep it. Couple missed tackles. Man, I'm tired of seeing that. We got him in the backfield, and we cannot get our hands on him.
Yeah, he's slippery.
2nd down and 5. Ball is on. It's in. Ball's on the 24-yard line now. 2nd down and 5. Ball on the 29-yard line. 11 minutes here to go in the fourth quarter. Fresh start in the fourth quarter. Number 27's running on the field for Metter and running the play in, and let's see what they do. They're going to break the huddle here. Number 3's back in at quarterback. They've got trips to the right. Number 3 takes the snap. And he's going to hand it and fake it again, and he's going to bounce outside. That time we bring him down. Good tackle by KJ Castile.
KJ Castile looks like he's the man with the vice grips tonight. When they get in his hands, he's bringing them down.
That brings a 3rd down and 3, and this is a big-time play for the Raiders defense. Ball's going to be close to being inside the 20-yard line here.
Number 3's cramping again. He's limping. He's walking it back off. Number 2 has actually come in. And if number 3's cramping, I don't know what you're going to see right here. You may see a handoff to number 2.
So here we go. Number 3's going to take the snap, and he's going to hand it to number 2, and he goes underneath us, 1st down and more, as he just ran off that right side and ran right by us. No inside push whatsoever for the Raiders. Under 10 minutes here to go, and Metter's had this ball for 7 or 8 minutes now.
Yeah.
We've opened up the windows here, and the fans on this side are coming alive. Ball is on the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. here at the Jungle. We're up 14-13, but we're going to fight for our lives. Twins up to the left. They're going to take it, and they're going to hand it to number 2 again, and he gets some running room, and he's hit hard up in there.
But not before he gets 5 yards.
5 yards, and they're getting that push on that line again.
Yep. I think they've just got us guessing. And it's like you said, we've got to play disciplined football. We can't be guessing. We got to play where we're supposed to play, whip our man in front of us, and that's what they're making us do.
You just got when you got zone reads, options, different things like that. There's keys. You got to key in. The right people's got to key in on one thing, but we got some guys, 2 guys running to the quarterback, 1 guy running to the running back. We're just all mixed up right now. But we got a lot of young guys. 2nd down and 5, bring number 16 in motion, and number 3 is going to hand it. There he goes, touchdown.
Yeah,
Once again, we had a guy in the backfield. Did you see him just kind of crouch, just curled up for a second and ran right up underneath our arms?
Well, that joker's, he's slippery. He slithers.
It's just frustrating to watch because we've got him. We've got him in the backfield. Just about every big play, we're right there, and we just cannot bring him down.
You know, there's not many times, there is a few times in high school, but this is one of those times where you just see a player that is just heads above anybody else on the field, and that's this number 3 right here.
And so it's going to bring on, I think they're going to go for 2 here. They're talking about it. They got a timeout on the field. Metter took that to discuss it. It's 19-14. They got behind after a mixed extra point earlier, and this would be a huge victory if we kept them out of the end zone.
Sure would.
On
the extra point, two-point conversion.
Yes, that would be big.
It would be huge, but 2.5 yards is not anything to them.
Not the way that they're pushing us and running the ball.
Right.
So, Appleton County 10. Tattnall County 3 at the half. Fitzgerald leads 33-14.
Fitzgerald come back.
Yeah.
Went ahead.
I actually read it wrong. Swainsboro's leading Toombs. And Vidalia's winning 33-10 over Bryan County. And so here we go. They're going to go for 2. They're going to bring it out. 2-point conversion. Our defense comes back out on the field. It's 14-19. They just scored. 8:47 left to go in the 4th quarter. And they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. They got trips to the right, solo receiver out to the left. And they're going to take, quarterback's going to throw a fade to a wide open man. Touchdown for the Raiders.
2-point conversion, yeah.
I'm sitting there thinking, why was that Raider? But it was our young guy, Isaiah Grant, who was supposed to cover the guy. They did a good job of disguising it, getting it crossed up. And when I say he was wide open, Rev, he was wide open. So with 8:47 here in the 4th quarter, they've made it 21-14, a 7-point ball game. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
I'd like to see us run this thing down their throat. We don't need a quick score. We got 8.5 minutes to get into the end zone.
Rev, I'm going to have to tell you, I just want to score. I don't care if it's quick or not.
Right, I got you.
Let's just show we can score. So we bring it out heavy, and that's what we're going to do, what the Rev said. And Anthony Madison goes off the right side for a gain of 5, maybe 4 on the play. That's where they're going to mark it 4. And there's a good little run by Anthony, trying to get him to the outside, get a little crease. 2nd down and 6 for the Raiders.
We don't need KJ messing with an ankle right now. He's limping a little bit. We're going to actually need him to be able to run down the middle of the field in a few minutes.
You're talking about Castile.
Yeah, KJ Castile.
And so we're going to shift. This time it's heavy to the right. Anthony goes to the left of Jewel. And that time we're going to take it, and Jewel's going to hold it. He's going to keep it, but they shut it down quick. KJ didn't block anybody.
That's them playing their man. That's them having their keys, and their little linebacker was just playing the key.
It's like you said, they want their safety down, so they had a strong safety on him, and a linebacker. They just had us outnumbered. Some things that you can see up top if you've got somebody looking for you. They just had us outnumbered is what it was. 7:47 and ticking here, 21-14, and we're facing a 3rd down and 7. Our ball is on our 32-yard line. We got our backs kind of backed up. Jules going to roll to the right. He's got a man going to throw it, and a good play by number 9. And if you make a good throw, it's complete.
He actually threw it to his outside.
Legondrick broke inside.
Right. But I'm not sure number 9 didn't have his hand in there. It's across the field. We definitely got a punt, and we've got to stop it. We've got a punt, and we've got to stop it.
So they forced the Raiders 3 and out here. We
need a turnover badly.
Yep. They forced us 3 and out. They put the ball on the ground twice, but they've recovered each time. 7:32 left in the 4th quarter. 4th down and 7, ball on the 32. Xavier is in to kick. The snap is good. There's no pressure. He's going to kick it end over end, but he's going to give them an opportunity for a return. And we bring him down. Good tackle by Ayrton Moore on the play. Bring him down at the 35-yard line, and there's a holding on Metter, which will back him up even more, so that's huge.
Yeah, big play.
That helps us. I don't know if I was, man, I might just bring the house.
I don't know. That number 80, I think it's number 80.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah, their receiver, he's been open. And somebody's called a timeout, looks like, with 7 minutes and 21 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
I don't know if that's a timeout as much as it is just getting ready while they mark the ball off. That's going to put the ball back at the 25-yard line, and they blow the whistle. And they've started the game clock, and there goes Metter breaking the huddle from about the 45 and running to the line of scrimmage. I don't know that they'll get this off, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's took them but about 15 seconds to get out there. Was it a 25-second clock?
It's going to be close.
Yeah.
Got to be very, very close. There we go. He goes on the blitz, and there we go. We have him in the backfield, and he almost lost that football.
Yeah.
Good play by Isaiah Grant. Well-timed blitz call from the outside linebacker by Coach Yates.
Yeah, just like you said, he's bringing the house now. We tired of watching this mess. The problem with that is if we don't have somebody back, if he breaks that initial line, he's gone.
Yep. Yeah, you like to see your young guy right there in that situation just run in and blow up. You know, in that situation, you run in, you blow up where the mesh point is and force them to fumble the football.
And I'm not trying to bring a negative, but I am bringing a teaching point. The only thing, Grant plays with extreme amount of passion, but he's going to have to learn to quit tackling people up
False start again, and that's going to back them up on 2nd down and 12, going to back them up even more, and what we need to happen.
Right, exactly.
28-14. Lee on top of Coffee. I really wish, I keep saying it, I wish we could find out something to see where they're at. But I got a Ware County Gator who's sitting in the 1 seed and don't care anything about the 3 or the 4 seed. So 6:20 and ticking here in the 4th quarter.
Truer words have never been spoken.
2nd down and 17. They come out in trips. They're going to bring a guy in motion. Number 3 keeps it.
There he goes.
My goodness.
There he goes.
How do you do that? Goodness gracious. Big gain on the play. He crosses the 50 down at the 40-yard line. They're going to mark him just shy of the 40 at the 43. Ayrton's down on the play.
I believe that's number 18, Shamad Brinson.
My goodness. Good Lord. Joe Hayes, anything for me, Joe? Help me. My heart's breaking up here, Joe.
Is that Shady?
It's Brinson. Shamad, number 18.
Well, they've changed jerseys today. I'm not sure.
I've noticed they're all in different jerseys. We can't figure it out. He was holding his knee or his ankle area is what he was doing. 6 minutes here to go in the 4th quarter. We had them 3rd down and 17, but they've got they've changed field positions. It's 21-14 when you come back. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, It doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
If we allow them to score on this thing's about over. We don't have the explosion that we need. I say that. Anthony Madison has exploded up the middle a couple of times, but they feel very secure with their cornerbacks out one-on-one with our receivers, and we've just not been able to get any type of rhythm, if you want to call it, or consistency in our passing game.
Except that one drive where we scored.
Yeah.
And we sucked him in a little bit. But give credit, number 9, he's a good player. Playing on our best player tonight, Legondrick Snell. Now, Legondrick's beat him a couple times in some underthrows. But, hey, they've made plays. They're going to spread us out. They got twins here. Well, it's actually a bunch for them. And they're going to fake it. They're going to hand it number 2 up the middle. Off the right side, I'm sorry, and he's just dragging us for 9 yards now. And you see some of our guys hobbling. And that's been kind of the story tonight. We've not been able to just really – we've just not really been physical tonight. Not really.
I just don't know that we have it. What I mean by that, I think we're giving it everything we got. I just don't know.
Don't have it in our tail.
Yeah, we just don't have
enough weight behind it.
And we're just so inexperienced in the positions that they're attacking.
You know, it looks like some of our guys are – K.J. Brown, I mean, he's hobbling around. Castile's hobbling around. Probably fighting off some late season grind. And there we go. We overrun him again, but K.J. Brown up in there makes a good tackle, but not before he gets a first down. That was a good job of him coming across.
Yeah, he came all the way across the field.
Yep.
At some point you just get tired of it. Say, you know what? I'm going to let this thing ride, Jack. We're 1-7 on the season. I'm fitting to blow somebody up.
And for the second year, Bacon County is going to miss the playoffs, and we had a run there for a while where we were in the playoffs every year. And
we had a drop pass last year that kept us out against Bryan County, and
this year it's been 1 or 2 plays that's kept us out from beating Swainsboro. Moving on, we had Bryan beat this year. They're going to take it and hand it to number 16 this time. He gets outside, a missed tackle, another missed tackle, and finally we drag him down at the 20-yard line. Ball's going to be first down, close to a first down for the Raiders. And so that clock's still ticking. It's not in our favor. 11-yard gain, and bring the ball out to the 20-yard line. 21-14 here. The Tigers are knocking at the doors of the Raiders and really got us on our heels.
Yeah, they're starting to take the game over. We're teetering right here. If we don't have something happen, I don't know that we're going to be able to keep them out of the end zone.
And they're going to take the snap. Number 3 is going to hand it to number 2. And we come from backside, and the ball's gone. It's a fumble, and we pick it up. They're not blowing it dead, and he's got one man to beat. That's number 3. Make a cutback. Good block there. And there he goes. Number 2, he's running down the sideline. Makes number 3 miss. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders. And I don't know if that ball was supposed to be down or not.
I didn't see it all of a sudden.
Jesus.
I hear you.
Joe Hayes, my goodness. And I'm going to tell you, give credit to our backside tackle, number 75, Jesus Brown. Shoelace tackle.
Of the game, yeah.
And the ball comes out at it's probably at about the 15-yard line. And number 2, I think number 2 tonight is Big Boy, picked it up, and he made a few moves. And, buddy, we are fixing one extra point away from tying this game up. So hold your breath, though. It's been a year.
Yeah.
It's been a year. But we've got a senior back there, senior holding the ball, senior kicking the ball, and let's see, we got a timeout.
They're waiting for one of the officials to get back to the goalpost.
There he goes, as he had to run a long way, and my goodness, what a turn of events here in the jungle. It's been wild tonight, just like a jungle should be. 21-20. Extra point. Kick is up.
Good.
And the kick is good. 21-21 here with 3:38 left to go. Let's go down to our Bennett Johnson sideline reporter, Joe Hayes. Joe, what are you doing, my friend?
Boy, there's some excitement down here, guys. My goodness. I think we got a lucky break on that. I think the ground may have caused the fumble, but I will take it all day, every day, guys.
That's exactly what I seen. I thought so, too, from the way that he got tackled. There was nobody that hit him high, and when he hit, the ball hit the ground. But
it was a shoestring tackle from behind, and he had forward momentum. And when he hit the ground, that ball just kind of squirted out, and Big Boy scooped it up and went 80 yards for the touchdown.
We'll take it. 3:38, 21-21 here. And now our defense has got to go back out on the field.
Yeah. But maybe we're coming back here with a little bit of fire. We see that we've got the opportunity to.
It's amazing what adrenaline and momentum will do to you, son.
I had a high school coach tell me one time it's 25% physical in high school and 75% emotion.
You do. It is an emotional game. I can tell you've been so high off adrenaline after the game just fall over.
Exactly right.
And Dylan Kelly's going to do the kicking duties. I don't know if Ronaldo, I'm not sure that he had pulled something the way he's been running.
He may have rolled an ankle or something.
And here again,
he's got a knee issue, guys. I don't know what's going on with him, but something's happened with his knee when he kicked that ball on the last kickoff, and really don't know what's going on.
And we're going to pooch kick at Dylan Kelly, and they call him for a fair catch, and he dropped the ball, but he falls on it. Goodness gracious. Woo!
Did you hear that whistle in your ear? Evidently, Joe had his
his mic on.
His mic still on, and that tweet from the official blowing it dead when number 16.
Well, we've lost J.P. Peterson tonight. Let's don't forget that on offense. J.P.'s one of our big-time players. We lost Ronaldo. We wish them the best of luck. Some kind of knee injury. Sometimes with those kickers, it could be a hyperextended knee or whatever. So.
And number 18, Shamad Branson, we've helped him off the field. So.
Oh man,
it'll take us to the spring to get all the walking wounded healed.
Yep. It's been a fight, but that's the thing we love about our Raiders. To be honest with you, we're playing for the bottom of the region right here, and that's been that kind of season. But we have fought all year long.
Yeah, we have not. Now that's one thing I'll say about this team: we have not quit fighting.
Man, it find a way. They come out in trips formation to the right, and they're going to bring 16 across in motion. This time they're going to roll. Number 80, but we're in the backfield, and he shakes us at number 3, and here we come downhill, and we finally knock him out. Isaiah Grant, he had him. He was chasing him.
And he's number 80 was out.
He is fast. That boy's a player.
He has run 23 miles tonight on the football field.
I'm telling you, it's amazing because he runs 25 yards to gain 10. You feel like he's just gapped you, but then you look down at the field position, and it's second down and going to be second down and 7 now for the Tigers. Ball is at the 29-yard line or 28.5, and they're going to break the huddle. Number 3 is their quarterback. He's their Mr. Everything. He comes out. This time we've got trips, empty formation, trips to the left, bring number 16 across the motion, and there's a fumble. That was a fumble on the play, and I think they got the ball. He fell on it, and they're going to blow it dead. It's going to be Raider football. We got the football. There was a fumble on the exchange, and the Raiders recovered.
Great. We finally get him in the backfield. He fumbles the ball, and I'm telling you,
that's just
we're excited.
That's because he's wore out. Go, Joe. Go, Joe.
Hey, guys, I think Jesus went in there and got the old punch under the belly and got that ball. The guy fell on top of it, but he got it out.
Well, yeah, Jesus is the way. Actually, wasn't it Jesus that caused the fumble on the last series?
Yes. So that's 2 big plays by Jesus and hustles. And here we go. The Raiders have the ball on about the 21-yard line of Metter, and we're driving. 3:12 left to go in the fourth quarter. It's 21-21, and we're going to take it and hand it underneath, and he's got a hole. He bounces off.
There he goes!
Going. We got a touchdown, Raiders! No flags. I was looking for the flag. Oh, my goodness.
What have we got?
What in the world? What in the world?
We scored a touchdown, but I think we got a personal foul after the play.
Oh, my goodness.
I saw one of their players bite the dust. Yes.
Touchdown is good, but the personal foul will be assessed on the kickoff as it was after the play, and it's 27-21, 3:04 here to go. I think it was afterwards. Man, that's big right there. That's big.
I don't know who done that.
Dude, I didn't see anything.
I saw one of their linebackers hit the ground.
But I tell you
Let's
what.
go down to Joe. He was down there close to it. Joe, tell us what you saw down there.
That our guy had already made it into the end zone, and one of our guys come in and laid a block on somebody after we had already scored.
Okay, was it a hit in the back or was it just a late hit?
It was a late hit.
Okay.
After the score. Well, he just wanted to play. So the extra point attempt, and we got a false start, and the kick is good, and we're going to have to re-kick it, and it's going to be a little bit deeper. Oh, my goodness. There you go. You know the kind of seasons it's been. Every little yard counts for the Raiders. Dylan is very capable of doing it. And you know what? When it's a senior, they got to make it. 27-21, 3:04. And I'm telling you, Rev, in a matter of a minute and a half, this ball game has switched to the Raiders here in the jungle. So we're going to be kicking the extra point from the 15 after the penalty. Snap, hold, kick is up,
good.
And the kick is
good. He smoked it. I'm telling you.
28-21. Dylan Kelly comes
drove
through.
It through the middle.
The QB, the Rev, and Joe Hayes. You're listening to 93.5, the Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
The jungle here, as it has gotten crazy in the last minute and a half, as the Raiders are on top now, 28-21. We've been here since the last time I was here. We had a 28-0 lead. This was probably 5 years ago, maybe even 6, and we had a game similar to this. And so they're going to run our kicker off now, as he just can't do it. They tried Ronaldo, but he's just not physically able. He's struggling with that knee. And so Dylan Kelly comes in. He's going to kick it from the 25, and we're going to kick it end over end, and they're going to take it, and they're going to get good field position. What happened?
His knee touched down.
Okay, his knee touched down at the 45-yard line, but good field position for Metter after a personal foul call after the touchdown, and here we go. See if our defense can stop number 3. The only thing that can stop number 3 is number 3.
Yep.
He may just be wore out.
Well, I wouldn't doubt that.
I will tell you this. I've noticed number 16, when he comes across in motion, his pocket that he holds is high, and so he's having to put that ball, and he's kind of grabbing after the ball, and that may be causing some of the problems because he's not forming that pocket. For you football players know what I'm talking about. He's trying to grab the football instead of letting the quarterback stick it in his belly.
And he's closing down too quick.
Yep. 3:01 here, 28-21. They come out and trips to the right. Watch out for that screen play because it was good, and they're going to run backside, and there goes number 3. First down, 11-yard gain. He's hit hard, though, right at the line to gain for the first down, so it may be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 1. We have just not had an answer for that cat all night long.
I mean, he just slides by. It's so frustrating because we're literally touching him with our hands. We just can't grab him. Good football player. Number 27 for Metter runs in the play.
That's one thing they've quit doing in the beginning of the game. Number 3 was coming to the sideline and getting the play and then running back out. So they took a little bit of the pressure off of him.
Going to take the snap, and he's going to fake it, and he's going to carry it. And, boy, there we go. Hit him. LaGondrick Snell comes up. Isaiah Grant just decided he didn't want none on that play. Did you see him standing there? He had an opportunity to dive in the line of scrimmage. He's a young guy for us. He's played good at times tonight, and he's played like he's young at times tonight. But we're in this ball game, 28-21. We're leading.
If you can't get fired up right now and leave it on the field, you have nothing left. You don't have next week. So right now, you walk out of here exhausted if they got to drag you off when it's over.
And they're breaking the huddle, but, they're taking their time. They've got only 2 timeouts left. They're going to hand it to number 2 underneath, and there he goes, cutback. It's close. Man, thank you. We take him down. We hit him hard, but at about the 15-yard line.
And he ran right to where we come from. We run a blitz from the outside. He broke it to the outside, and we were gone. He was gone.
They've been getting a lot of runs on their cutback. These running backs do a good job of looking for that cutback. Turner County 20, Irwin 9.
Wow.
1:39 here and ticking in the fourth quarter. Ball is on the 17-yard line of Bacon County. We're up 28-21 and Metter's knocking. They're going to come to the line, trips to the right, and this time they're going to run it backside with number 3, and there he goes, bouncing across and a cutback. He gains some positive yards.
Come in there again. It's about an 8 or 10 yard, well, about a 7 or 8 yard gain.
He wanted to run off to the left side, but cut back across the middle to the right side, and we bring him down. 2nd down and 4.
And they're on the 11-yard line?
11-yard line. And we're going to be under a minute after they snap this football. And there goes that clock ticking down. And we take a timeout to stop the clock. I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know. You could look at it either side. It depends on what you're trying to do, trying to get the ball back or play for trying to slow them down, because you got to stop them to win. But at the same time, if they score, you want some time on the clock to try to score. So with that, we're going to take a quick 30-second timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
Are they going to go for 2 points? They can get a first down, but 11 yards has not been anything to number 3.
So here we go, 2nd down and 4. Ball's on the 11. They're going to send a guy in motion. Number 3 keeps it. He's tired, but he goes forward. We had him in the backfield. He's hit hard, but that's going to be a first down and goal.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The only ones that's getting any shots on him is our defensive backs. He's just running past our linebackers and our defensive line. And I don't see us stopping it, because we haven't stopped it all night. Just like you said, unless there's a mix-up in the backfield, they're putting in a number 3.
There we go. They're going to take the ball, and number 3 is going to hold it. Don't let him get outside, and he does. Oh, we stop him. Touchdown, but there's a flag. There's a flag down on the field in the area of holding. 23.6 seconds. And it looks like it should be on in the area of holding. Man, who hit him to knock him out?
Somebody's
who hit
hurt.
him? Both of us are hurt. That was the guy who delivered the blow. Who was that? Somebody help
KJ.
me. KJ Brown.
Face mask them.
That's going to be good. Number 3 is down. He's cramping. A 15-yard face mask call.
Yep.
And maybe something's finally went our way.
Well, they're tending to number 3. We're going to take a quick time out. You're listening to Red Raider Radio on 93.5 The Eagle.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent.
Glad you're okay, Sarah. We'll take care of everything.
And the company that stands behind them.
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
And as you was talking about QB, there was quite a collision on the gold line. It looked like he was. We had him stop, then he began to spin and go forward, and right on the goal line, our linebacker KJ Brown hit him, and when he did,
man, he stuck him.
He got up a little bit dazed, but they're still tending to number 3 on the sideline. I don't know what they're looking at.
Well, you know, he kind of limped. He was limping all night long, and I don't know if he's dealing with an issue or not, but like Brent Johnson was saying, he's come up to the booth with us. That's probably one of the top athletes we've seen all year long.
Well,
I mean, Benedictine had a team full of athletes. Brian had a good running back that was just big. Toombs had that big running back, but this guy right here
just shifty.
Man, he has controlled the game. I mean, he's just
and I don't know what
gamer.
number 12, this quarterback they got, can do on his feet, but I know he can throw the football.
So number 12's in at quarterback. They bring trips, and that's what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to throw. He's got all day. He throws it up, and it was caught.
No,
incomplete.
Incomplete.
Oh, my goodness. 17.3 seconds left to go on the clock. Third down. Second down and goal. Ball from the 17-yard line is where it is. And that ball was thrown up for grabs. It was tipped by one of our players. Should have been picked off. But it was tipped and almost fell into the hands of number 3.
Austin Metters, which is a 10th grader, he came in for K.J. Brown for just a play. K.J.'s just checked back in, and we've got Metter with a timeout with 17.3 seconds left.
Oh, man, you got to guard you guys here. You got to guard them tight, watch for pick plays, all kinds of stuff. It's apparent that number 12 can only throw the ball.
Well,
I mean,
we'll say that, and he'll go dancing down the middle of the field.
He may, but it ain't going to be nothing like number 3.
Yeah.
Joe Hayes, what's the feel over there on the sideline? I know you're standing down back at the 40 so you can see.
Well, guys, I'm just trying to hold my breath here. Trying to breathe a little bit now, but, we just got to make a stop. That should have been a pick right there. I think number 3 appeared to be cramping. It looked like they were working cramps out over there. I'm not sure of that. But
he's still on the sideline as we speak. He's got his helmet back on.
If we can keep him off the field, that is definitely a plus for these last 17.3 seconds.
Yeah, 17.3. It's come down 28-21. Ball's on the 17-yard line. We've had a time with the Tigers tonight.
Boy, we've been in a tiger pit, haven't we?
Yes, we have been in the jungle truly tonight. So number 12 still in at quarterback.
Somebody needs to be watching 80.
And there they go. We coming with a blitz. KJ Gilly, we got him! Sit down. They got one timeout left, and they're going to have to burn it right there with 11 seconds left to go.
KJ Castile?
KJ Castile.
Great call by our defensive staff. Called an outside blitz, and he come in. Now all of a sudden we're wanting to feed the beast.
Time to feed it after all night long. That's going to be their last timeout. We're going to stay with you. You stay with us. 28-21 here, 11 seconds left to go, and it's going to be third down and 27. So they probably got – it's third and goal, I'm sorry. So they probably got 2 plays if they work it good, a quick fade route or a quick out route, then go back to the fade. However,
the thing they can't do is throw it over the middle of the field.
Yep, 28-14 lead on top of Coffee, 24-15 Lowndes over Valdosta. Actually, that score, I believe, is 24-22 now. Was the last score we had, Houston County and Valdosta. Turner County 20, Irwin County 9. That's, wow. And we're just looking for scores down here. And so let's talk about this second half.
Well, just 2 different teams have shown up. Of course, in the first half, Metter laid it on the ground twice, if not 3 times, and they were able to fall on it every time. But now where turnovers hurt us in the first half, all of a sudden the turnovers have hurt Metter, and now they've got number 3 in the game, and he's a game changer. It's nothing for him to ramble 27, 28 yards. We just need to make sure we keep him contained.
And he's going to drop. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to look. He's going to throw it deep into double coverage. It's picked off, but it was out of bounds. That stops the clock with 4.8 seconds. And that was Legondrick.
And he run out onto a track. A track surrounds his field, and his feet went out from under him, but it looks like he's all right. He may have a little asphalt rash, but other than that, he should be all right.
Stay with us. Joe Hayes is going to try to interview Coach Kyle Langford after the game and see what Coach has got to say about this game and this finish. 4.8 seconds stands between the Red Raiders going to 2-7 on the season here in the jungle, as it's been a war, and Metter has kept us down most of the night. But in the fourth quarter, we have found a wheel and found a way to fight back. 28-21, it comes down to the last 4 seconds. And let's see what happens. I think we're going to call a timeout right as they snap the ball.
Good play.
And with that, we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to 93.5 The Eagle.
Some of the things that we can concentrate.
In this moment, it doesn't matter if you save money in 15 minutes or if your neighbor has the same insurance that you do. What matters right now is the quality of your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them. Auto Owners Insurance.
Bennett and Johnson Insurance Agency in Alma is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
The jungle has been crazy tonight as Metter has brought it. Bacon County has brought it. I'm looking at our guys in the all-white jerseys, but they're not white. They're dirty. So we've left it all out on the field. 4.4 seconds here to go. 28-21. It's coming down to one play. They've got trips to the left. Solo receiver out to the right, one-on-one. And that's where they're going to go. They're going to go one-on-one, but it's a bad, terrible throw. And it's caught. Intercepted. Game over.
That's ball game.
The Raiders win. 28-21. They end on a victory.
Fantastic.
That's a huge win for the Raiders. And
Intercepted, by the way, by Lagondrick Snell on the 1 yard line. And great win. This is what we needed. This is the shot in the arm that we needed. We have fought. We've had new players all over the field for the last few games. And tonight we're going to walk out of here with Metter at the end of the season.
And that's one of the things you like about your young guys. You know they're not going to tackle as well as they're supposed to, but they're going to play till the end. And 28-21. And, man, I want to tell you, if you're listening to us from Metter, happy to pick us up. Congratulations to number 3 on having one of the best players in the region. That young man was outstanding tonight. And Joe is looking to see if he's going to get Coach Langford. He's still working to get over there with him, and we'll hear from him in just a few moments.
He's trying to find him, and he's on the other end of the field.
Yeah, Joe, he's looking back to the other side over
Joe,
here.
He's down here on this end.
We see some hugs coming over there by Coach Yates, who coached a good game, a young bunch of players. So while Joe's getting to coach, let's talk about well, let's see. Joe's fixing to get to him real quick. So we're going to go down to Bennett and Johnson sideline report with Joe Hayes with Coach Kyle Langford.
All right, guys, I'm here with Coach Kyle Langford after a big win tonight. Way to end this season with a win, Coach. First half, we had a few turnovers that kind of held us back, and defense had a little trouble staying home and making some plays. We had a lot of arm tackling going on, but we had a different team come out in the second half, and we caused a few fumbles and turnovers on Metter, and defense did a little better job of containing number 3, and Coach, we come home with a win. What have you got to say about it?
Oh, they deserve it, I'll tell you that. A team that's been, on the short end so many times when they played well. And tonight we didn't even play well, and good Lord blessed us with this win tonight, and we tickled about it. And just great effort. And I'll tell you what, you would never know the record of these two teams because this is two good teams that played tonight. And number 3 might be the best player in the region, and they're all class too. It's a good football game, and for two teams that's fighting to stay out of the cellar, man, that was it right there. But neither one wanted to lose, and our boys just wanted a little more tonight.
Joe, if you would, talk to Coach Langford about 6 home games next year and what he's looking forward to in this next coming season.
Coach, just a little bit real quick on next season. So next year, because of a rain delay or a rain out this year, we only had 4 home games. Next year, it looks like we'll have 6 home games. How's that going to play, and what you looking forward for next season?
Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to have 8 games at the house next year, counting the scrimmages. Losing some good seniors, some good character, character men, and that's what we're going to build this program on, people of character and that want to be Red Raiders, and all 6 of them do in the worst way. And when the chips was down, it was the daggum seniors, and people point their fingers and say, boy, that's a bad senior class, and boy, they ain't get it done. But when the chips were down, it was the seniors that bailed us out tonight and led us into the next phase of this program. And the foundation's been built on them and their character and their hard work and their effort. And that's what young men, the standard they have to live up to now, and that's what we're fired up about. But rest assured, this senior class will not go unnoticed in my eyes. For the rest of my life, I'll think about these boys and what they did for this program, and I'm sure I'm proud of them.
Thank you.
Well, Joe, thank you a lot. That's Joe with Bennett and Johnson and Coach Kyle Langford. Joe, if you would, congratulate all the coaches for their hard work. I know it's been a tough season but they come out here tonight, and we had a big victory here in Metter.
Yeah, going up.
So, real quick, guys, I just want to give a big shout out. Our community is just, Raider Nation is one of the most supporting communities, and I cannot thank all of our boosters enough. So many people step up in our community and do what it takes in order for us to have all the chips to create a successful program, and I don't want that to go away. We've got a good coach here. We've got a great junior class coming back. It's probably going to be one of the biggest senior classes of football since I've been in Bacon County, and it may be ever that we've ever had if all these boys come back. So great and exciting things for Red Raider football. Thank you to all our boosters, all our sponsors, all the people that helped us with the breakfast, putting up signs, everything, guys. There's a whole lot of them. I'll give them some shout-outs on Facebook and everywhere else, but I just definitely want to thank all of them.
Well, thank you a lot. There you have it. We also want to take a few minutes and thank all of our sponsors this year that sponsored Red Raider Radio on 93.5.